Our today's topic is SOP2, which is a skill-oriented practical 2. And the question under this is create a web page using HTML and CSS code to design a web page as per the given layout. We'll see this layout later on. But in these questions, you have to use semantic tag and CSS. Okay. So before starting with this SOP2, we'll see what are semantic tags. So use of semantic tags and CSS. So what are semantic tags actually? Already we have discussed about the semantic tag, but just we'll see this topic again. Okay, what are semantic tags? A semantic element or tag. Elements or tags are the same thing. Okay, elements are nothing but the tag. So semantic tags are clearly describes its meaning to both the browser and the developer. That means some tags, see in HTML5 or in HTML, there are number of elements or number of tags we are using to create our web page. So those all tags are basically bifurcated in two types of elements like semantic tag and non-semantic tag. So for example, just see form, table, article, such tags gives the more information about its content. Okay, it's clearly defined its content. That means by the name only, it gives you the information about its contents, like table hai. So naturally you'll get all the table information must be there in the table. Like you are using form tag, so this form tag is going to include all the form information or elements under the form. So that's why these type of tags, such tags are called as the semantic tag. Okay, what are non-semantic tag? The tags like see here div is one of the tag from your CSS again. CSS, then span is again a semantic tag. So this type of tags, okay, it tells nothing about its contents. Means what we can't imagine what type of information may be there on the in such elements. So such elements or such tags are called as a non-semantic tag. So broadly there are two types of tags, semantic tag and non-semantic tag. So we will see some semantic tags and how to use those semantic tags in our web page. So in HTML5 there are some semantic elements that can be used to define the different parts of a web page. So this thing is very important. Where we are going to use these semantic tags and what all are the semantic tags. See, some list is given over here, but a part of this list there are more semantic tags used in HTML5. But as per our syllabus, we are going to use this much semantic tag in our question or in our syllabus. Okay, so here basically semantic tags are element to define the different parts of our web page, or you can say to create a different layout of our web page. For example, I have given here this one example of your layout of your web page. What is layout? Suppose you have to just imagine this is my web page and different parts I have created to add different information or to manage different information with these all parts. Like I am managing header and footer to give the header information and footer information for my web page. Okay, so to manage maximum information on our home page, such semantic tags are used. Okay, so here what is header part? So maybe under the header you are going to add information related with your heading, information related with your website. Okay, when you are saying footer, so footer may contain the information, footer information. What type of information we'll see with some example. So footer information you are going to add. Now now stands for navigation link. Navigation link means what? After this header, suppose I want to add some hyperlinks over here related with my web page. So I can use this part or this section to add some hyperlink. Now what are the section tags and articles tags and what are the asides tags? Okay, see number of sections you can create in your web page to just bifurcate your information. And under the number of sections you can add articles. Okay, so number of sections I can create to just go on adding number of information, and under the sections you can add articles also. See, all these tags are not necessary everywhere to use every tag, but that depends on the layout, that depends on the information which tag which part or which elements you are going to use in your website. Okay, look at this part. It's looking like a sidebar. Okay, now some information I want to manage with such layout. Okay, such layout, it's called as a sidebar. So you can use a aside tag. Okay, aside element to manage such type of layout. So as per your syllabus, a header tag is there, now tag is there, section tag is there, article tag is there, aside details tag. Okay, further details information if you want to add regarding any article or any sections or any topic, then you can add that particular information under the details. And then footer information if you want to add, then you can add. See, why to use such different elements? Now suppose with this semantic tags I want to use CSS. Okay, so what will I will add some CSS property I will add to header. So whatever information is there under the header, those information will get those property effect. Okay, now suppose you are using footer and some CSS property you are adding to under the footer tag. Okay, so all those property are applicable to the all complete footer information. So this way you can use the CSS semantics tags and then CSS. Okay, that's why that SOP2 is given over there. You have to use these all types of elements, semantic tags as per the layout again. And with that, the semantic tags, you have to use CSS properties. Okay, so whatever properties you are going to add with to the any particular element, so that all property will get affected with the information whatever you add under the section or article or aside or any other element. So this is what the semantic tags or semantic element basically used to create different parts of our website or to manage different layout of our website. Why to create different parts? To manage number of information on the single page. Okay, we'll move further. Now in short we'll see all the tags. So header element or tag represent a container for introductory content. Okay, as the name is clear, header information means what? Related with the headings. Okay, so mostly under the header you are going to add the heading part of your website. And you know the tags to add a heading part, that is H1 to H6, any tag you can use. And some logo or icon related with your website you can add under the header section, okay, or header tag. Next is now tag. Okay, the now element defines a set of navigation link. Navigation link in sense what? Suppose at the top only you have to give some links related with your website. So those all hyperlink you can add under the now tag. Start with the now tag, add all the hyperlink whatever you required, and then close with the now tag. So that part comes after the header part. Okay, so this header part may contain your introductory information and the set of navigation link. That means you can add this now tag under the header tag also, or you can say separate now tag also. You can use that part, you can manage accordingly. Okay, as per your requirement. So header part, header tag and now tag is clear here. Next is section tag. Okay, so again by the name is clear, the section element define a section in the layout. Okay, to create a sections you can use a section element. Now you will say why to create a section? So again it's very clear you are going to create a section to add different type of informations. Okay, to bifurcate for your information topic wise, you can create a different sections, or under sections you can create an article also. Okay, so the web page could normally be split into sections for introduction, content and the content information. Okay, so that's why you can use a section tag to create a section under your web page. Next is article. Okay, so after creating the sections, if you want to add some article, like यहाँ पे देखो blog post दिया है, this is the example which type of article. So article may be anything, by the name it's clear. Such type of information you want to add, like blog post है, newspaper articles है. So for that particular information you can add a article element and add your information under that tag. Okay, so the article element specifies as independent self-contained content. So that's why article element you can use anywhere in your web page under the section tag, or you can use separately also. So these 4 tags are clear here: header tag, nav tag, section tag, and article tag. Next is aside tag. Okay, so the aside element defines some content aside from the content it is placed in. Okay, so to manage some content at the site, like a sidebar, okay, then you can use a aside element. Next is footer element. Okay, the footer element defines a footer for a document or a section. Okay, so footer information may contain the information like authorship information, copyright information, contact information, or sitemap. So such information you can add under the footer. Okay, so all the elements given anywhere you can use, but there are some rules where to use where. Suppose you are using this footer elements at the header part, which is not compatible with means, which is not given. Yes, it's not per format. Okay, whatever the format is there, header it should be at the header part, footer it should be at the footer part, but you can use any element anywhere. Okay, but as per the rules, whatever the elements are given, you have to use, you have to create your layout, because if you want more, if you want to create a dynamic website, means to follow all the rules and regulations, then all these semantic elements you have to use as per the rule only. Okay, so over here all the semantic elements are clear. Details is one more element which is used to add element details or any information detail, more detail about that particular section or articles. The detail tag is used. Okay, so we are going to use now all those tags or whatever the required under this SOP2. So create a web page using HTML or CSS code to design a web page as per the layout displayed. Okay, look at over here. It's a very simple layout. Actually, the contents are very less, but see the layout. Okay, so manage such layout. It's compulsory to use your semantic tags, because the border, left side panel, right side panel, if you want to manage such information, then you have to use your semantic tags here. Okay, so as per the question, top sections you have to create, left section you have to create, and right section you have to create. Okay, so the top section will display the heading, that is to read places in header. Okay, so from here you can manage. Yes, it's a from header information, so I have to use the header tag over here. The section on the left side has list of cities. Okay, so here left side you have to display the list of cities. The right hand side displays tourist places of any of one of the city. Okay, so right side, as per the layout, right side you have to display the tourist places of any of the city here. Okay, use inline style sheet in the top section to display the background color for the text tourist place. Okay, so here you have to use inline style sheet, that means the part of your CSS. Okay, so CSS again you have to use to manage the background color and other property for your header. Use internal style sheet for the left side and right section with the background color and font style. So it's very clearly given property, which property you have to use, background color and font style. Okay, so these two property are to use under the internal CSS, and background color for the text you have to add under the inline CSS. A part of this you want to use more properties, the choice is yours, but at least these three properties must be there in your web page or coding. So if this layout is clear, then we'll see the coding. See what I am going to do to create this website. First of all, I am going to use a header section to display this tourist place. Header section with some CSS properties. Which properties I need here? To manage the background color, to manage the font size, and to manage the font color. Okay, so at least three property I have to manage with the header part, to manage this header part. Look at the height. If you want to increase my height, so I have to manage the height of my header part. Okay, so that particular things also I have to use, that property also I have to use under the header. Now see the left section and right section. Again, to manage this height and width, I have to use height and width for the left section. Okay, now left sections I can manage with the section as a element. Background color I have to manage. Then see here it's giving the OL list. Okay, order list it displays you. So I have to use the OL tag again. CT is giving with the some bold effect. So I have to manage with the either H1 or H2, whatever, but it should be with the bold effect. Okay. So, and whatever the city names you are going to display, you have to use the OL tag. Now see the left section, right section. So right sections, to manage this right section, always we have to use the aside tag. Okay, right side, some panel I want to create with some height and width, then I have to use aside tag. Under this aside, what you want to display? A list of the places of any of the city with UL tag. See, it's a bulleted list. So I am going to use a bulleted list here. So basically in this complete web page, I am going to use 3 semantic tags. First is header, second is section, and third is aside. Okay, and under the header, section and aside, I have to go use a CSS properties. So we'll see the coding for this now. Okay, you have to start with the basic all the basic tags like doc type HTML, header, HTML, head, title. SOP2 is my title, title close. See, as I am going to use a CSS, internal CSS, then you have to start with the style tag. Don't close the head part because style tag should be under the head section. Okay. Now, under the style tag, so this is what one of the internal CSS I am writing here. And the tag I am using here as a header. So this is what your header tag. Under the header tag, you are adding these all properties. Okay, so remember your CSS properties. First is here, first part is selector, and under the curly braces, you have to add the number of properties and then value. Then semicolon to separate the second property. Again, property value, and so on, and at the last you are closing your curly braces. So here actually this is what the internal CSS statement, where the selector you are using as a header, because header is again a one tag. Okay, like you are using always bold, then H1 body tag. So here now I'm going to use as a header as a semantic tag. Under this header I am going to use these all properties. So first property is background color. I am giving as a sky blue as per the question. I am managing my header height and width with the width and height property from your CSS. So width I am giving 100% because I have to occupy complete web page width. Okay, height I am managing with the 40%. Okay, so this is what you are managing, the height and width of your header part. Border, you are giving solid, and color is black because you are not adding color, border color. Text align center. So text align center means what? Whatever there under the header, it should be displayed under the center part of your web page. Okay. Next is section. One more CSS I am writing for section tag. Okay. So selector here as a section, under the curly braces. How many properties? Yellow as a background color, height and width you are managing with some 50% width because I want to create 2 sections. First is left and second is right. So that's why I am giving here 50% for left section. Height I am giving as a 80%. If you want to increase, you can increase here. Float left. You remember this float property from CSS. Float left hota hai, right hota hai. Okay, float left means what? It will display at the left side. Float right means what? This section will go to the right side. Because I want to display to the left side, I am giving float as a left. And border I am giving solid. No border color I am giving here. That's why you are getting under in the black color. Now one more CSS property, aside. Okay. So whenever you want to manage anything at the right side, always use aside. Okay, it's the best option. Okay, even I can use section and just say float right. It goes to the right side. Okay, but as per the rule, as I told you now, any tag you can use anywhere, but as per the rule, you have to use as per the meaning of this all semantic tags. You have to use accordingly only. So aside, okay, to create the, I want to create a right side panel. So I am using this aside background color. I am giving as a pink as per the question. Again, I am managing width and height. Managing width and height 49% here I am giving here to just to manage that particular part, and again I am giving 80%. Okay, so both the left and right are of the same height, 80%, 80%, and then here float right border solid. Okay, so again you will get the black border here. So these three internal CSS you are using here. Okay, now I'm closing the style tag, closing head tag, starting with the body section. Okay, you have to remember that layout. Okay, so very first should be the header. Okay, I can't start with the section now here because header tag is there and header tag is having information about the heading. So I'm starting with the header tag, giving some space here to manage the heading at the middle of my header. Okay, because there is no more information, only one single heading I have to give. So I am managing this space BR 4 times. Okay, so what will happen? It will manage the space from your header. Okay, now one more thing you have to use internal CSS also. Okay, so here to use not internal here inline CSS. So to use inline CSS, I am using here H1 style. Okay, what type of style I'm adding under the H1? Color of my tourist places. Okay, I'm giving as a deep pink. Font family I am giving Arial and font size 40 pt. So these three properties you are giving to the H1 and is you are using in the inline CSS. So only these three properties is applied to the tourist places only. Okay, so that's why I'm using inline CSS here. Then again you are managing some space with 3BR, you are closing header. So this header part will display you with background color sky blue, height and width this much, then with solid background border, text line center hoga, then tourist places as a heading with the color as a deep pink, font family Arial and font size 40 pt. Okay, now move to the left part. Okay, we'll move to the left part. Now after this section, okay, to the manage, very simple experiment is this actually, to manage the section at the left side. Okay, because you are giving left here, remember this float left, so that's why this section will manage at the left side only. Okay, so this section, under the section what you want to display the city name and under the OL. Okay, so that's why add some space to manage some space, then you are giving H1 here with the city. See, these all properties are not applicable with the city. Why? Because you are using inline CSS under the header. So all these properties you will get for the tourist places only. Here you are using fresh H1. So only H1 you are using with no properties. So that's why city you will get as per the H1 property. Then OL you are giving to start with the order list. Then add some list items like Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad and Delhi as per your question again. See, I am not closing LI here. It's not compulsory, but it's a good practice to close the LI always. Okay, but it's not compulsory. Okay, start with the LI. So every line item must start with the LI. So it will manage your OL list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 elements you are giving, or 4 line item you are giving with the 4 LI. Okay, so what is this? LI stands for line item. Starting with OL, add all the line item, close OL, close H1 and close sections. So this will manage your left part. Now we'll see the right part with the aside tag. So next is aside tag. Again, to manage 3BR here I am giving. So again I am giving here 3BR to manage the space. Okay, H1 you are giving tourist places in Pune as a heading. And here see, here OL you are giving, here UL you are giving. OL stands for order list, number list, and UL stands for unordered list. Okay, to create a bulleted list. Start with UL, again LI, जो भी आपका as per the question शनिवार वाला is there, then Kalkar Museum, Siagar Fort, whatever is given, just add with the LI, close LI. Here I am giving not necessary always, but just good practice as I told you. LI, add some BR, you are closing UL, closing H1, aside you are closing, body closing, HTML loading. So very clearly this question is very clear now. Only 3 parts you are giving, 3 CSS, internal CSS you are writing, 1 inline CSS you are writing, and 3 part you are managing, header, left side and right side, with the section left side and with the aside right side, and you are closing your web page. So this way, this second experiment you have to remember, because for 15 marks, can you imagine these simple questions you are getting for 15 marks. Okay, so all of you can try these questions. Okay, see the output what you are getting here. See the output as per the output background. Header part you are giving with 3 properties. Okay, border solid, background color sky blue, and then text align center. So that's why you are getting this under the center. H1 with inline CSS you are giving with font size, color as a deep pink, and one more property I think. So those H1 you are getting over here. So this is a header part you are managing with some height and width. Width you are giving 100% and height you are giving with 40%. That's why you are out of this 100% you are managing 40% of your web page for the header. Here left side and then right side you are managing. Okay, this 80% you are giving width over here, and whatever the height is given. This is what your left side and this is your right side. Left side you are managing with the section tag. Okay, again with the solid border and other property background and all. Here right part you are managing with the aside as a tag. So here it's very clearly given how to use your semantic tag to manage your layout. See the layout here, it's